Things that I could naturally do quite easily before suddenly became more difficult. Climbing stairs, not to a great extent at first. It was just I'd get to the top of the stairs and that was a bit harder than normal. But it was when I couldn't get things into the washing machine or to peg them out onto the washing line that I really started to notice a difference in anything that involved bending or stretching. And I kept thinking, well, this isn't normal. This isn't natural. So I kept going back to the GP and he couldn't find anything, sent me to hospital, to the local hospital for tests. I spent a whole day in hospital. They couldn't find anything wrong there either, sent me home. And then eventually 2012, the very beginning of 2012, I went back to the doctor and said, I'm still not feeling right, I still can't breathe, I've got a chest, I think it's a chest infection. And he said, oh yeah, I can hear some crackles on your lungs. I'll refer you to the local hospital and take it from there. So after further tests, they discovered it was, they gave it a name, then said we think it may be IPF or pulmonary fibrosis. We don't know why, so of course it became idiopathic then because they couldn't understand why. When I was first diagnosed, the prognosis wasn't great. You know, you are slowly going to get worse. You won't get any better. You may get worse very quickly, and you've got a life expectancy of 2.5 to 5 years, average 3 years, and your symptoms will get worse. Never even considered people having lung transplants. It wasn't something that came into our daily thoughts. So when you're given this option, this is your only option or you will probably die, it was quite scary. It was quite horrendous really, and it just kind of went into a state of just can't believe this is happening. Yeah, having a transplant's fantastic. When you're ill and with this disease, you have to think about every breath. You have to physically make yourself breathe in and breathe out, and you're always aware of it. Whereas before, when you're breathing naturally, you just do it. It's just something that you do. And now I'm back to just it being something that I do. I don't think about it. I can just breathe, and that is such a godsend. That is so fantastic feeling. You know, you're not having to concentrate on breathing. It's just happening. I've got my family, I've got my friends, and to me, just that alone is worth it. To go through the whole process and the transplant. I would wish it had never happened. I would never wish it on anybody, and you know, your worst enemy would never wish this to happen. It's not a path I would ever have chosen, but once you're given with it, it's how you deal with it, and just to be able to say I'm still here, I've still got my family and the support, and we can still be together every day. To me, that's just for that one thing alone, it's worth everything having the transplant.